Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. This is what my project is today. Try to empty the water on this pool. Last year I did it, I put the hose in there and drained it, and I drained the pool halfway down before I realized that I was draining. The water was seeping through the top cover and going down and continuing down. So this year I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try putting some milk jugs on here. Maybe it'll pull it down a little bit. We'll see how that works. What I did is I mowed the lawn here, so when the water runs, I won't have to try to mow the lawn in the water because our grass is getting tall and I wanted to mow that too today. So I got that all, so we'll get going on it. Alrighty. Now I figured out the key is to get this water to drain as fast as possible. What I've done is I've taken my hose that I use for my pool sweep and another hose I had, and plus our other two hoses. And the key to get these to drain, you use the same. To get those to drain, you use the same principle. You just put your hand over the end when water, have someone on the other end and fill the hose all the way up with water, and then put your hand over the end when water starts to come out, and then when the water comes out the other end, the other person puts their hand over that end, and then you just walk the whole hose over to the pool, keeping your hand on the end, and stick the end in, and then run the other one down so it's below the pool. And once you let go, it'll drain like everything. I mean, look at that. That's really draining good. Got one over here doing the same thing. And so that with those two hoses, and that's really draining. And so what I do as it drains is big milk jugs here that put pressure on it, and I just keep pulling down on it. That way it'll keep the water from coming up through the bottom of the pool tarp. If you have a solid pool tarp, you wouldn't probably have to do that. You just drain the whole thing, until it was all drained. But the way they make pool tarps now is they're woven. They let water seep through so it holds it down on the pool, which is good for the winter time. But when you're trying to hold the water, get the water off, it's not good because water seeps up through. So this way, hopefully the water will be draining fast enough, and we'll be able to get that off of there. We'll see how it works. Well, there. Where I got it so far. Looks like it's working. Looks like it's working. Key is to get it fast as possible. Well, it looks to be working like a charm. Look at that. Maybe I won't empty half the pool out this year. It's going to be down probably 1.5 feet, but at least I'll get the tarp off. This is what we ended up with. As you can see, there's some leaves that, when you get to the end of taking off the tarp, there's always a certain amount that you can't get the water off of, and it's too heavy to pull off over the side. So you usually, almost every year, what I end up doing is just dumping it in the pool and then cleaning it from the pool. Next year, I'm going to use a net. I'll try to leave a link down below for a net. You put the net on over the top, and then you pull off the net, and it pulls all the leaves off. And I think that would be a very neat way of solving that problem. Then you can just let the tarp go down in the pool, and it wouldn't be no big deal. As you see here, there's a little bit down there. But what I'll do here is I'll show you how well this pool sweep works here. This is what the end looks like. And last year was the first year that we got it, and to be honest, I don't know how we ever made it without it, because it just does so good. I mean, they'll take that pool there like it is in a couple of hours. It'll have it all cleaned up. What we used to have to do by hand and go around with the vacuum and stuff, it just moves all along the pool, and I'll do a video of it here when I get done. It's just so neat. what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook this up. What it does is it has a little valve in there, and it goes back and forth like that, and it makes it move all across the pool, and it'll go up the sides and everything, and it'll clean this pool up so fast. We'll see how it goes here. Alrighty. It'll just move all around there. It'll suck all the leaves and everything. Every once in a while you might have to clean out the leaves, but usually just the action of the thing growing across the leaves, they break up. And you can see how dirty it is now. And probably in a couple hours it'll have most of it done. It's made taking care of the pool so much easier. We used to take a month or two to get it to where it looked decent. Now it just goes around. You see that hose over there? Wait till it comes over here a little more. Right now it's taking all that stuff right off the bottom. As long as your hose is long enough, it'll get the whole pool. It doesn't have no batteries or any kind of brain or anything that makes it go around. It's just by chance. It'll just keep going around and eventually it gets it all. Right now it's right on top of those leaves. You can see where it went through it over there. It's got a hole where the leaves were there. And now look. See? The leaves are gone. It'll just keep doing that. Unbelievable. And these things aren't that expensive. Yeah, some of your pool cleaners, you know, the old automatic ones, they can be $1,500 or $500. And I think this one was around $130 or something like that. It was worth every penny of it. I'd actually buy one every year if it only lasted 1 year, but this is our second year using it, and things look really good so far. So alrighty, we'll check back in like an hour, see how it's doing. It's only been a few minutes since I last recorded, but I wanted to let you see the action here. It always goes toward whichever way the hose is pointed, and it'll go right over that, pick up all the leaves right off the bottom there. All right, we'll let it do its thing here. Well, here's what it looks like after a couple hours. You can see it's getting better. Getting better. Well, here's what it looks like. Getting there. I had to turn it off for a while because I had a storm. But you can see there's a little bit in the bottom yet. But it's going good. At the end of the day today, it'll look really good. So I'll just keep it working, and it's the easiest way to do it. You know, you have to clean the thing out with the leaves because the leaves get in the filter. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Like I said, if something happened to this one, I'd immediately buy another one because it takes away all the work. Just have to come out here every once in a while and clean the leaves out and get it started again, and it does its job. Alrighty, I'll check in later. But yeah, here's what it's looking like now. So you can see there's a little bit in the bottom there and a little bit there, so maybe one more afternoon and this will be cleaned up real nice. And here's what it looks like, but it's pretty much done. There's just a little bit left in the bottom. But as you can see, it did a really good job. Now the pool is swimmable. Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. It's reached that time of the year. It's after Labor Day. And usually after Labor Day, the nights get a little cold and the pool cools off. It was still 90 degrees today, but it gets down to 58 or 57 at night. And so the pool water cools and no one wants to swim no more. So it's kind of the opposite of the spring. You know, the spring, the water's really cold and everyone just can't wait to get in. You know, but you get used to that warm water over the summertime, and it feels cold now, you know, so we're gonna go ahead and put the cover on there. Like I said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a leaf screen on this year, and hopefully that'll solve all the problems that we had every year. It seemed like you can get a certain amount of the leaves off the cover and all the water, but there's just a certain amount that's just so heavy and you can't, and we always end up having to dump that in the pool, because we're just not strong enough to get it out without ruining the side of the pool. So this year I'm hoping that we can use this screen and then we'll be able to pull that off with the leaves and everything, and then the water that goes in won't matter. So I'll get going here. I'll set this up on a time lapse and we'll see how it goes. See if we can put it back together fast as we took it apart. Well, wasp got me. Got stung 3 times. So I got ice packs on and I got spray and I'm trying to spray them. Yeah, not what I wanted to have happen today. I'll be swelled up like a balloon tonight. Oh well. It's a very good quality. You see it here. It's like a mesh net, and it just goes over top of your tarp. And I threw some. We usually throw our pool inflatables in the middle just to keep them from blowing away in the wintertime. Other than that, a little bit hard to put up there because of the dock, but we got her. Well, hand's starting to swell up. Neck is swelling up. Over here too. I think I got one on my leg too. Other than that, I got it on there. We got it on there. Turned out halfway decent. What it looks like. So, mission accomplished. We'll see how much I swell up tonight. Put ice on it right away, but man, the bad thing was I wasn't even around them. I was about 5 or 8 feet away from them, trying to see where they were coming from, and just out of the blue, we just come up and one got me, and once that one got me, they just all attacked me. And I feel a little lightheaded now, but hopefully I'll be all right. If you see this video, that means I made it. If not, then I guess that's it. Oh, good Lord's watching out for me, though. You know, it could have been worse. It could have been 8 or 10. But yeah. Anyways, so we're hoping that's going to make it a little easier in the springtime, and this ends our pool season for this year. It's like I think the 9th of September or the 10th of September. Usually after Labor Day. Like I said, that's it. And because we're kind of down in a valley, and the sun doesn't hit here all day, and so we can get it when it's really hot, but after that, once it starts cooling off at nights, man, that hurts. Feels like there's something biting me all the time. Anyways, this is Papa Blue Shirt, and thanks for hanging with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, I got stung by, a wasp like 5 times. You could at least subscribe. Made me feel a little better about it. Oh man, that hurt. Felt like a pincushion. All right, everyone. We'll see you later.